What is up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video. Here we go. We have some crazy stuff going on here, guys. Facts only. Let's dig in. We have Ripple OCC banking license application is now live. Ripple is becoming a bank. Things are moving fast, guys, and there's a lot of people that still do not believe in XRP, and it really boggles me that you cannot see what they're doing right here. I told you that we were retesting this level, guys. I told you we were retesting that level. Look at what happened now, right? It just retested that small level 2.7 and now it started immediately going back up. It's at $3, which is a significant amount for XRP already, but this is just the beginning because we have so much more in store and we have a video packed with a lot of good stuff. XRP works together with Visa. Let's take a look. Documented. Here we can see backed from ICE offering fully regulated end-to-end Bitcoin futures and options market products and a consumer aggregated digital wallet in order to manage all crypto asset accounts. Global players such as Coinbase and Binance are gearing up compliance to trade tokenized securities. Visa has granted its principal membership to cryptocurrency company Coinbase. The membership cuts out crucial and expensive middlemen from the process of issuing a debit card that lets users spend their own Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP anywhere Visa is accepted. Now, this is the road that we are heading. That Visa card that you have is probably going to be used to actually pay with XRP. It's going to be connected somehow. How? I don't know. They're going to find a way where you can spend your cryptocurrency, but of course it's going to be in a safe environment, right? Where things are tracked, because that's what they want. But as you can see, everything is connected. Visa is going to be using these solutions, and Ripple is ready. Alenka Graylish, senior analyst at Silent, confirmed at Swift CBOS that XRP and XLM are set to play a key role in the future financial system. You cannot make this up. Let's take a look.
Takeaway is that increasingly FIs recognize that banking and payment systems have not kept up with the pace of advancements in the digital economy and in trading. Ecom operates 24/7 cross-border relatively inexpensively. Trading, the front office is automated. There's low latency. Then you switch gears. Banks operate still typically in terms of batch processing, store and forward, and payments, messaging, clearing, and settlement are often decoupled and can take days. This dichotomy is just unsustainable. And in response, we're seeing and hearing at CBOS how a number of FIs and FI-backed consortiums are harnessing blockchain, smart contracts, digital assets to align the performance of banking and payment systems with those of the digital economy. The second takeaway, I'd say, is that the Internet of Value is beginning to crystallize. And let me start with a framework. Let's think of the old industrial flywheels that take a lot of energy to make a half turn and a full turn. But once they start turning, there's momentum and it's hard to stop them. So let's overlay adoption of blockchain and digital assets. They've proven value. So part of the first turn, feasibility, certainly. And now we're seeing these use cases get into the bottom of that first turn, economic viability. And there's some exciting initiatives we heard about at CBOS around interbank payments, delivery versus payments, for example, correspondent banking, messaging, cross-border, interbank, intrabank, intra-company, and importantly, when we get to the ESG, the S part, remittances. So lots of interesting energy there. And we're seeing cryptocurrencies like XRP, Stellar Lumens, and stablecoins like USDC playing an important role in getting that wheel to turn and deliver the Internet of Value. Also, the
Internet of Value. Now, I hope you're listening, guys, because this is not just someone. This is someone from CBOS. This is Swift, right? They're talking about XRP and XLM. It's going to be used, and that those trillions of dollars are going to be moved, whether you like it or not.
Introduction of central bank digital currencies will accelerate the mainstreaming of digital assets. I'd say my third, coming to the crown jewel here, cryptocurrencies are gaining legitimacy as a new asset class. When the Bitcoin paper first came out, it was going to be the missing link, the Internet of Value, a medium of exchange. But as we know, Bitcoin failed as a medium of exchange for legal activities.
Failed as a medium of exchange, right? So yes, Bitcoin is going up in price and it will continue, guys, because it's a treasury asset. That's how they are going to be seeing it. But it's not what is going to move these markets.
The pivot was to blockchain, distributed ledger technology as the new disruptor. Now we're seeing Bitcoin as in the lead as a new digital asset class, which has profound implications. It's been initially driven by retail investors. Now we're seeing institutional investors enter the game. And
now we are seeing institutional investors enter the game. What do you think they're saying? They're saying that now it's different. First it was retail, right? It was just people, but now it's in institutional investments, which is, you are talking about banks, we are talking about Goldman Sachs, we're talking about high level players that are entering the game right now. She's literally telling you, right? The SEC chair, Paul Atkins, says we will ensure that the next chapter of financial innovation is written right here in America. Now, America made a mistake once, it doesn't want to make it again. So this time, they're going to be ready to put the base in America for using crypto. And guess what they're doing, guys? Everything that you have been seeing till now, all the stalling, the lawsuit, everything, it was just stalling time because they already knew that this moment would come. And now we have the Genius Act. A lot of people didn't see this coming.
And aiding President Trump in his historic efforts to make America the crypto capital of the world. The SEC will not stand idly by and watch innovations develop overseas while our capital markets remain stagnant.
Now, you can see this is not just a small thing. Again, Ripple will ultimately sneak XRP into the banking mainframe through special purpose national bank charter. Read closely. Interestingly, there is a mad rush by non-depository financial technology companies, crypto companies engaged in the business of banking, Ripple to Circle to Wise to BitGo, towards procuring special purpose national bank charter in the USA, which would allow these firms, essentially crypto companies, to sneak into the mainframe banking while bypassing intermediary banks. All this with a stamp of legitimacy, triumphing over years of alleged regulatory sidelining. This is documented below. Interestingly, there is a mad rush. Again, what I was just saying is just highlighted here, right? And you can see this was always the plan. They were just stalling. They needed time to actually make everything ready. Here we can see also a lot of things. It was always according to plan, right? It was just a matter of time. These papers, I showed you these papers back in the time, guys. I was literally showing you all of this. Strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology, crypto. This is all old, but it was always there. A financial system that creates economic opportunities, non-bank financials, fintech, and innovation. This was in July 2018. Now again, I am telling you guys, this is not just a normal cryptocurrency. This is one of the main ones that will be used. It will be used, and people are still not believing it, right? This is the funny thing that I always see, because we can go to ripple.com and we can go to blog, right? Where you can see the newest, how they talk about how traditional finance is investing in blockchain. This is July 29, right? As you can see, the shift is undeniable. Traditional finance is making a decisive move into digital asset space. As blockchain unlocks cheaper, faster, and more accessible services and opens up doors to new finance use cases, institutional blockchain adoption and demand is quickly ramping up. Now ask yourself again if you want to sell this cryptocurrency. Stablecoin transaction volumes. Remember, RLUSD is very new, right? They didn't make that because they thought it was fun to make another stablecoin. No, guys, they needed that because We have USDT and USDC. They are not as stable as RLUSD. I'm telling you now. Ripple is backed by a lot of companies. And here you can see again, reached 700 billion per month in early 2025. And Boston Consulting Group projects nearly 19 trillion in tokenized assets by 2033. 19 trillion. You can go and look it up what the price will be when XRP reaches that market cap. It will be a lot. I will be here. Where are you gonna be? Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.